been a busy morning, but everyone seems super excited that, we're going to have the Royal Rumble here. And then
The wrestling world is on fire with breaking news that has fans talking everywhere. WWE is reportedly preparing a bold strategy to completely destroy AEW, ramping up the already fierce competition between the two promotions. At the same time, shocking reports suggest TNA could be up for sale, a move that could shake the industry from top to bottom. And if that wasn't enough, bad news has surfaced for fan favorite Liv Morgan, leaving the WWE universe heartbroken. From business power plays to emotional setbacks, this week's wrestling headlines prove that nothing is ever predictable inside or outside the ring. Is TNA Wrestling up for sale? The wrestling world is buzzing with reports that TNA Wrestling could soon have a new owner. According to Fightful Select, talks are heating up behind the scenes, with some major names being floated as potential buyers. One of the most eye-catching rumors is the involvement of Lorenzo Fertitta, the former UFC owner with long-standing business ties to Dana White and connections to Endeavor, the same powerhouse company that currently owns both UFC and WWE. The speculation picked up momentum after wrestling podcaster Conrad Thompson shared a cryptic post hinting at Fertitta's involvement. Wrestling insiders believe WWE might also be circling, given their existing partnership with TNA that has allowed talent exchanges and cross-promotional appearances. Adding more fuel, Sports Illustrated's John Alba revealed that TNA's media rights are currently on the market, with the company hoping to secure a deal worth around $10 million annually. Alba also pointed out that there are discussions about moving TNA's weekly show to Wednesday nights, directly opposite AEW Dynamite. If true, this would be one of the boldest counter-programming moves WWE has made since the so-called Wednesday Night Wars, when NXT clashed with Dynamite. Back then, AEW came out on top, forcing WWE to move NXT to Tuesdays. But with WWE's new momentum under Triple H, the rise of TNA as a partner, and AEW's recent struggles, the chessboard looks very different this time around. Could WWE be using TNA as a pawn in its long-term plan to weaken AEW? Many fans think so, and it wouldn't be the first time Vince McMahon's empire used strategic partnerships to undercut rivals. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, who should win? Another major headline involves John Cena's farewell tour. WWE has confirmed that Cena's retirement run will culminate in a blockbuster showdown against none other than Brock Lesnar. Scheduled for later this year, the match is being billed as their final battle after years of iconic clashes. But here's the problem. WWE still hasn't decided who should win. On one hand, Cena is heading into retirement, and many feel he deserves to go out on a high note. On the other, Lesnar hasn't wrestled in nearly a year, and creative voices inside WWE argue that the Beast should get the victory to maintain his aura of dominance. The dilemma has sparked major debate within WWE's creative team. If Cena wins, it's a feel-good ending for one of the greatest of all time. If Brock wins, it keeps his mystique alive for future dream matches. The situation is complicated further by WWE's plan to air the event head-to-head with AEW's All Out, meaning the company wants a result that maximizes mainstream buzz. Cena himself has stayed humble in interviews, insisting he has no say in who his opponents are or how his matches end. As he put it, "I've always just shown up, done my job, and tried to leave WWE better than I found it." Bad news for Liv Morgan. Unfortunately, we have to shift to some sadder news. Liv Morgan, one of WWE's most beloved stars, is facing a longer recovery than expected after suffering a separated shoulder during a June match against Kairi Sane. According to PW Insider Elite, Morgan was scheduled for a medical reevaluation this week, but was not cleared to return. The belief inside WWE is that she won't be back until early 2026, with hopes she can make a surprise return at the Women's Royal Rumble. Fans have been rallying around Liv, flooding social media with messages of support. For a performer who has scratched and clawed her way to the top, it's a heartbreaking setback, but one that could make her comeback story even more powerful. WWE legend booed after Hulk Hogan tribute. The wrestling community is still reflecting on the passing of Hulk Hogan, a true icon of the sport. WWE recently aired a moving tribute, but not all tributes have been received warmly. At a Limitless Wrestling show, WWE Hall of Famer Tony Atlas attempted to deliver his own eulogy for Hogan, but shockingly, the crowd booed him so badly that he cut his speech short. Atlas later admitted he was almost relieved WWE hadn't asked him to participate in their official tribute, saying, "I would have only been there for the money, not for him." It was a strange and emotional scene, highlighting just how complicated Hogan's legacy remains in the eyes of fans. R-Truth confirms his serious character is over. On a lighter note, R-Truth has confirmed that his brief run as a serious, no-nonsense version of himself is officially over. Appearing on the Rap Wrestling podcast, Truth joked, "Y'all have had serious Truth plenty of times. I'm back to being me." Truth has always been one of WWE's most entertaining and unpredictable characters, and his return to comedy has been welcomed with open arms. Fans still dream of him one day winning a world title, something Truth himself says would make him the real people's champion. Seth Rollins suffers wardrobe malfunction. Finally, let's end with some lighter news. Seth Rollins, fresh off cashing in Money in the Bank to win the World Heavyweight Championship, made an appearance on NFL Network's Good Morning Football. While playfully demonstrating a tackle, Seth crouched down, only for his pants to split wide open on live TV. The hosts and fans online had a good laugh, and Rollins took it in stride, even posting about it later on social media. For a guy known as the Visionary, sometimes even the most stylish champion has a slip-up. Final thoughts. From TNA's possible sale shaking up the industry, to Cena and Lesnar's uncertain outcome, to Liv Morgan's tough road to recovery, the wrestling world feels more unpredictable than ever. WWE is clearly making bold moves to maintain dominance, while AEW continues to fight for its place as a true alternative. What do you guys think? Is WWE setting up TNA as their secret weapon to take down AEW? Should Cena beat Lesnar in his final battle? Or should Brock remind the world why he's the beast? Sound off in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time with more breaking wrestling news.